Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Dog Bahamas. And on this episode, we're going to do things a little differently. I'm here with my new producer, Juvan Ferguson, aka Juvie. So, how you doing?
Everything good, man. How are you?
I'm can't complain at all. Can't complain. Above ground. I have my family. I have my dogs. I'm good. I'm good.
In that order.
In that order. In that. No, let me rephrase it. I have God. I have my family. I have my dogs.
Right.
So in that order. So well, today I'm introducing you as the new producer of the show. I'm also going to. What are we going through today? We're going to let people.
Well, this episode about more than just dogs. This one about you.
Oh.
So what we actually going to do today, and firstly, thank you very much for the opportunity to help you with this growing enterprise. It's definitely something good, something new. It's a niche market. It's a small but large community, and you're a prominence there, and we just want to expand your vision. At least that's what I want to do. So I want to help you with this as much as possible. It's definitely an opportunity to build camaraderie. On one of the previous episodes, we talked about the attack and ways to mitigate that, and having your voice and the camaraderie of those in your community that really help to prevent those things as well. So it's a big agenda that I know that you have, and so without further ado, let's jump right into it. What was your main goal of starting the show?
Well, when I actually thought about the show was like, let's say 3-4 years ago. It like bounced in my head. I was like, but I was actually listening to a talk show. I think it was one. I think it's about Kissing Anyone or something like that.
I didn't listen to the radio.
But that's where it came. I was like, what about a dog show? And then a friend of mine, Nelson, he had a dog show going on. Not really a dog show. He used to go and interview people and stuff like that. And I was like, that's cool. So I was like, but if we could have a dog show, talk show.
Right.
You know what I mean? I said that would be awesome because we could actually. There's a lot of us in the community, number one, and we trying to get our message out, trying to open up the community to the regulars. You understand? When I say the regulars, people who do not have dogs, people who are afraid of dogs, get them to understand. The pit bull, the bully, all of them are, to me, are being persecuted for one or two things. But I mean, things happen, and that's just how life is. We have accidents, we have things that could be avoided. And but I think I strayed off from the topic a little bit. But I did this because I love dogs. I want to express my love for dogs, and I know that there are people out there in the Bahamas who have nice dogs, who love dogs just as much as me, maybe even more. And they want to outlet it. You know what I mean? And in doing this, I feel like we could probably bring the community together. You know what I mean? And do something positive.
Yeah, definitely, and I definitely think that you have the voice, you have the charisma to really spread the message and to be an ambassador, if you would, for the community.
Well, ambassador, spread, I don't really think I could do all that. But I maybe could spark someone to start doing something like that. You know what I mean? I don't think I is talk enough to do something like that.
You got to make it friendly, but I know it's not what you're talking about.
But you see where we is.
Yeah.
We in the high note.
In the cut.
We in the cut. So you know how it is. And then the format for the show for me would be, like how I was thinking it is like, whenever dog men get together, we sit down, we talk dog. You know what I mean? And that could be hours and hours and hours. And I ask my wife, she can tell you from jump.
Listen, even from the last episode, when I would say, before the camera start rolling, before we press record, after that, still going on talking.
I know, right?
I was amazed at the insight that you guys had in terms of like I was saying at one point, it's like the ancestry.com, the knowledge all that on the lineages of the
some of these dogs, right. And I mean, and if you sit down, when we sit down, we talking about it, we don't realize the amount of information we have, but it's great. It's like, then when you sit, like someone, the guy who came in there and said, but you don't talk about these dogs, you going about and all that. You don't, I'd be like, what you talking about? It's like, we're so regular that he'll be like, oh yeah, it's real. But the way I think about it is, you think I got a lot of information. You have people like Omar, who been on the show before. I think he's on one of my episodes. You have Cliff. You have a guy named Anthony Clark. You have a guy named Praddy. You have a gentleman by the name of Kojak. I mean, the amount of information, like, Or you might forget something about an ancient dog, but then we talk, so, oh yeah, but that dog come from that house, you know what I mean? It's just awesome. And then you have a guy by the name of, oh my God, I don't know, I can't remember his name right now, Bear. You know what I mean? It's a large group. You got Cokes. It's like, I think we're in a group of 100 and something people. What's that?
So to everyone in this WhatsApp group, also you started a Facebook group. Let's Talk Dog
Let's Talk
Bahamas.
Dog Bahamas, yes.
Everyone in the group, all of the persons in the WhatsApp group, we'd invite you to tune into the show. It's every Saturday at 5:30. Don't mind the time right now, but it's every Saturday at 5:30.
Right.
Tune in. You can call in. The number is 817.
Oh.
1 second, and you gotta pull it up.
Well, number, we know it's 817.
Yeah,
sure.
you know the job.
If you didn't know number, it's 817. We recently got that sorted out so people could call into the show and we could figure out exactly and talk directly to one of the guests or even the host.
You ask a question or do anything, but the number is 817-9563. That's 817-9563.
Yes.
Call in. You can submit your questions. Also, again, to the folks in the WhatsApp and the Facebook group, you know, if you want to be a guest, just simply send us a message. We'll give you another number, in fact, to call or message if you want to have dialogue with us and present your views and opinion on the show as well.
Right. Or you can just log onto the Facebook page, say, well, I'm XYZ and I'd like to come on the show. There's nobody particular, or I wouldn't say, everybody have a right to be on the show. Once it's concerning dogs. I'm not biased. If you want to be a guest, you come and just plead your point or make your point, you know what I mean? Discuss. That's what it's about, discussing. Opening the conversation, open the door to conversation so that everybody could get whatever on their mind off, you know what I mean, concerning the dogs.
I'll be doing a quick call of last episode. You and the guests. Send a big shout out to all the vets. We need y'all on the show.
Yes, vets. They're, as I said before, and I keep saying it, they're a big part of what we do. Dr. Solomon, you know what I mean? We got Dr. Wilson. We have also the boss himself, the granddaddy of all the vets. That's Dr. Sands, right. You know what I mean? You got Dr. Springer, you know what I mean? You have Crazy, you know, most of these vets, I mean, they do an awesome job for us. You know what I mean? They are like our angels. You know what I mean? Because when our dog's sick, we need to find them. And just like when your kid's sick, you rush into the vet. Yeah. I mean, the doctor, not even the vet. The doctor.
So yeah, again, vets, we will be reaching out to you. Please answer our call. And
not even the vets. Even if it's the vet techs who work under these veterinarian places. If we can't get the vets, we get the vet techs. And then the vet goes home. I think these are individuals who take care, who feed, who clean all our dog cages when the vets have to stay, when the dogs have to stay hospitalized. They take care of our dogs. They do I wouldn't say they do the dirty work. They do the lifting. They do
just like our nurses do.
Yeah, right, exactly. You know what I mean? So the vet techs, we love y'all too. We'll open the door. Y'all can come here and sit down and discuss what role y'all play at the animal hospital. You know, as I said, the dog world is big. You know?
Yeah, very big. I see the group is growing every day by the dozens.
Right, and I appreciate that. I mean, I'm telling everybody who joined the group, everybody plan on joining, I'm telling you thank you now. I appreciate it. And let's keep doing this, you know what I mean? As I said before, I heard T.D. Jakes say one time, but the world changed, not with guns, not with bombs, not with
words?
With words and a microphone.
Yeah.
And when he said that, his example was Martin Luther King. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Million Mile March, that's what Martin Luther King. You had Malcolm X. I mean, Malcolm X used to carry a gun, but that was basically for protection.
Minister Farrakhan,
you know what I mean? Those gentlemen. Samalo Butler, Marcus Garvey. You know what I mean? It started with the word. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I feel if we continue along this path, be able to educate, and people learn the difference between probably, hey, maybe not all pets are bad. There aren't bad dogs, they're just bad owners.
Correct. And on that same vein, we also want to stress that the show is not only about pets.
No, it's not. But
It's about all dogs.
it's let's talk dog,
Yes.
you know? And the reason, let me just say, I had one or two comments before. They say, well, you always have people with bullies and pets come on your show and say what they have to say. I say, yeah, because when you reach out to the German Shepherd breeders, the Shih Tzu breeders, the Doberman breeders, they basically brush you off. But as soon as you reach out to a pit breeder, they come in. I know for sure they come in. You know what I mean? The only thing would probably stop them would be, I don't know. I don't even want to say. Yeah, because I had one of my guests, I think, Jody Young. I had a scared her and Mrs. Butler. Thank you also for coming on to the show. They were supposed to come on the show together, but for some other reason or whatever, she couldn't make it. But you wouldn't believe she actually came, like, she was late. She told me she was going to be late, and I appreciate that, Mrs. Young. And she actually came and like maybe 2 hour and a half late, and she said, let's do it. You know, and I could appreciate that, and I did a show, another show that day.
Definitely. And another thing too, the show is not only about pets, but it's not only for gents.
Exactly. You know, I mean, when I had those 2 ladies on my show, and I was like, who cleaned your dog cage? I cleaned my dog cage. I was expecting, honestly, I was like, well, I got a guy, no, God, can you come and clean up the day? This is Butler wakes up, but 5 o'clock in the morning, might be even earlier than that, and she cleans out the dog cage. And I was like, wow, these really this is a dog woman.
And for the record as well, I don't want to butcher the name. They said Jody. She has a dog that actually won what did she win?
Jody dog has the title of King of the Camps.
Were men in that as well?
Yeah, yeah.
And so she beat all the guys.
She beat all the guys.
So she's the king.
Yeah, she's the king. You can call her the king. But I hear for now she's the king.
For now.
I've been hearing that her reign will be short. But that's just, you know.
They're already coming for.
Yeah. So Jody, you and Thanos need to, I don't know, look out.
That's the name of a dog.
Thanos is the name of the dog. Awesome dog.
And this is what type of dog?
This is a bully.
A bully.
Yeah.
And so again, only the bullies on the scene to be pulling up.
Yeah, I personally believe it's because bullies are persecuted more than the average dog.
People coming to defend them.
People come to defend their breed, you know what I mean? And that's awesome too, because the more people you see stepping up, the more people trying to make a difference. I mean, the powers that be need to notice this. Obviously, there's something here, you know? And eventually, I think it's going to get better.
You are a past guest too. I forget his name. His school is K9 College.
Cliff K9 College. Clifton Boat.
And that was a pivotal episode. He was talking about
the
importance of training. Yeah.
Right.
How do you feel about training?
I all for it. Because at the end of the day, it protects you, it protects your dog, and it shows people that, hey, other dogs other than German Shepherds could be trained. Because everybody thinks that only German Shepherds can train. A lot of people be surprised when people think about it. That only German Shepherd is smart enough to be trained. And that's not the case at all. I mean, some breeds are just more mental than others. Just like I know, some people are more mental than others. I don't want to say dumb, but you know.
It wasn't the first episode. He was a guest on the first
Yeah.
episode.
Oh.
When he came back again, did he say that certain dogs couldn't be trained?
No, Cliff never said that. He never said that. That's one thing with Cliff. I think if he could train a hand, he would train a hand. And shout out to Cliff, K9 College. Once again, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for coming through. Whenever I call, I say, Cliff, I need you to come on the show. He there.
Yeah,
he'd be like, when?
Yes, multiple times.
He's like, when? Yeah. Right now, he carrying the title of Mr. Let's Talk About Bahamas.
There you have it.
He carrying that title.
If you want that, you got to show up, especially the other dog owners.
Right.
If you have a Chihuahua, a Labrador, or
right.
whatever it may be, we want a diverse group of kids.
Right.
That's
Talk dog. And another thing is too, I mean, I give they have a nice little feast or whatever when they come in, you know, you get their stomach.
Yeah, definitely. I identify that.
Yeah, you get your stomach tickled, you know what I mean? But yeah, I feel it's fun. At least for me, it's fun because you get to talk with
Because
your.
what you love.
Yeah, yeah,
What you love.
and you get an outlet to express that. You know what I mean? That your community grow. You know what I mean? I met one fellow on Shirley Street. I don't know who he was. I don't even know how he recognized me. I think I was going to see him out again.
Nah.
And I was like, he was like, hey, you want to know the boy who's that star? I said, no, I don't know who he is, but I can help you reach out to him. Why? You know something to say, man, yeah, man. Just tell him that we're doing something nice. I was like, what? Doing something nice? I said, all right, I'll let him know. He said, but you sure you want to know him? I was like, no, I know. But I can get in contact with him.
You can kind of run from this fame and you can be asking you for selfies all day now.
Yeah, I ain't want no fame. Save the fame. I mean, let's save the fame for someone else. Let's save the dogs.
It's a good thing. They're talking about saving the bears.
Yeah, let's save the dogs.
Save the dogs.
And I had a Miss Butler on the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's a lawyer, awesome lady. I mean, I say awesome lady. She runs. I think she's running. Must be like 400 miles a day or something. But maybe a little exaggeration, but she's a runner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she told me I didn't even know they had a thing for saving the sharks.
And everything for whatever you could say saved up and whatever you can imagine that follows that.
But listen to what I'm saying. Save the sharks of the Bahamas. Sharks.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do nothing but just.
Yeah.
You go swimming, you get bite.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But you know what I would say too? The messages that I think they promote for like saving dogs is a bit different. I don't know if you remember, is his name Bob Barker? The price is right. They always used to say, have your dog spayed or neutered. You remember that?
Right.
Every show he used to say that. I don't know when he started it,
Yeah.
but I remember that.
I don't remember.
Every show he used to say.
But is this the price is right? The price is right.
Yeah, the price.
I know the price is right, but I can't.
Every show he used to say that.
Wow.
I can't remember if it was at the very end or what.
Mhm.
That was a little segment. I don't know what program or organization
It was
or
affiliated
for. Yeah, but that's something to look into because again, with the attack incident,
Mhm.
we don't know if those again. We do know that one of the dogs was owned by somebody. Again, it was 4 dogs. We don't know if maybe that was a stray problem
Right.
in that matter. So again, that's something that could be addressed in the future in terms of the need to perhaps spay or
Well, you know, for a while, the Humane Society had that slogan, bark. I think they had a bark over here. They actually were doing programs where you come bring your dog. I think they spay them for free. That was a big thing back in the day. If I remember correctly. If I'm wrong, if anyone out there, please call and correct me. But if I remember correctly, they had a program where they used to go around in the community and take dogs. So like dogs in the community. Say you have a dog and you just someone outside,
Mhm.
they'll take him, spay him, and bring him back.
Okay.
So that's something, and that's a good thing too, because unwanted dogs wouldn't be born up there to struggle in the world. You know what I mean? Become a nuisance to society. But yeah. That's something they do. I don't know if they still do it, but I remember they even had a truck that used to come around, a purple truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they had a truck with the
I remember seeing like
a white truck with a purple or something. I could be wrong if it was them, but I'm pretty sure that's what they did.
yeah, proper dog catchers here. Like like I only see it like in movies. Remember like in Friday?
Right.
Park was like
Maybe not
catching
like
dogs,
that, right? But they have a gentleman, Amelie. He has
It's a private.
well, yeah, I think he works for the Humane Society, but he does it privately also. He doesn't just move dogs, any stray animal, any dead animal, he comes and he moves it. Yeah, there's another gentleman too, but I can't remember his name. Westside Dog Care, I think. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what his name. But they deal with that's 2 private individuals who do that, and you could get in contact with them, I guess, through the Humane Society.
Okay.
And I know at Montnessy Garden, they have a bulletin board, and they have some contacts there. I know Westside is on there, and I guess they'll probably have a contact for me also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now in regards to the previous episodes again with this lady here, what King of the Camps you said again, is that a particular show or what? What is that about?
It was just something fun and just something we was in a WhatsApp group, and you know, everyone bragging they get the best dog, or I get the best Cam. Cam is a bloodline.
Oh, Canada's dog.
Yeah, and this is how it came about. Oh, my dog is the best Cam dog over here. Oh, my dog is the best Cam dog. Oh, we can meet up and we can look and see who dog, something like that. Yeah, and that's basically happened.
What type of dog do you have? They can?
No, they bullies.
Oh, that's something completely different.
Yeah, something completely different.
Alright, so let me
Completely different. Yeah.
state this now too. It should be obvious now, but I ain't no big dog man. That's the case. You was wondering. But again, it's to help spread, promote, produce, and make the show as good as possible as I'm willing to do. But in terms of the bullies, is there any particular shows here for bullies?
Well, just recently, I don't know, the episode before the last one, I had, shout out to Jaden Lockhart of K9 Supplies. He came onto the show, him and Cliff, and they were trying to put together a dog show called Bullies in Paradise.
Okay.
Just recently, I got a message from saying it was put off, or not canceled, but postponed because of COVID.
With an hour gathering of
So they're still doing it. They still got it, but just being postponed.
Okay.
So that would be I feel that would be, it's going to be. I wouldn't say in the past tense or it's not going to happen, but I think it's going to be a great event because the dog community, the bully community especially, is itching for it.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone
itching is like
inside and such.
Yeah, you know, but I mean, we understand why, and we could wait, you know, because at the end they'll be worth it.
Historically, what other shows were there?
I think they had one at the fort. I can't remember the name, but I think Anthony Clark put together. He's very knowledgeable. Mr. Clark had been trying to get him on the show for the longest, but he's very knowledgeable with the bully breed. That's American bullies. He's very knowledgeable with them. Also, Renell Black, Joe Blacks. He's another gentleman. I'm trying to get him on the show. Very knowledgeable with the bully breed. I mean, he breeds one of, I think he has the top bully in the Bahamas.
There you go.
He has the top bully in the Bahamas. He has the top male bully in the Bahamas. And if he won't say it, I'll say it for him. Yeah, but I love, he has a dog named Shara. Yeah, beautiful Miyagi. 4 times from each side. I mean, block head, block body, small teeth, small pocket, you know what I mean? But I probably get heat for that. But as I say, I need to talk about what I see.
If your dog better, then just...
Yeah. Oh, one thing we're going to do also, remember we talked about it, we're going to do a rating.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but I might be able to go to public no more. But we're going to do a rating. Let's Talk Dogs is going to start a rating system in which we could rate each of the dogs or the bullies in the Bahamas. You know what I mean? It's going to be bullies, it's going to be shepherds, it's going to be whatever. And we're going to do our own rating, probably to start our own rating system, do our own dog. You know how the states
right.
Yeah.
So we'll send out the information on the criteria and all of that, and the email address as to how you can submit photos, videos, and then not so much a show, but we'll actually, of course, I mean, I'm qualified, but qualified persons will come to take a look at the dog.
Yeah, I'm not even qualified. At least I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
No, I'd be like, people are like, who's seasoned in a gentleman by the name of Keith, MGK, man. But that guy knows a lot. And like for judging and stuff like that, I call Keith. Who else? It'll be a bunch of, I would prefer to use local judges.
So you have only local judges?
Yeah, only local judges.
Let's Talk Dog Bahamas.
Bahamas, yeah. I mean, a lot of people probably wouldn't be interested. People like Tony Moore, that's my boy. I've been in the dog game for a while. Any questions I have, let me tell you the people who I call. I call Tony Moss. I call Joe Blacks. I call Kojak. Kojak has some nice dogs. You want to see big blue dogs, and then you have a dog by the name of Scar. But nice looking dog. But this dog is posed for the camera. He's laughing. I still see this dog literally poses for the camera. So I was like, boy, I have a nice picture, and I tell Kojak he can't get that. At least I never even told Kojak I have the picture. It's just a nice pose.
Speaking of pictures, you have any of your dogs posted on the group?
Do I? No.
Scared.
No, I just seen all that run. Wait, let me just put it like this, but that dog game is so serious, and then anyone, the dog men, could tell you, or all women, that's a lot of turmoil and mix up. I ain't gonna be a part of that.
I said we want peaceful, friendly competition.
Yeah, it's peaceful and friendly, but it's still a lot of heat. You ever make Kennel name? Close to the ground. That means I'll stay under the radar. Let me just do what I do and stay under it. But as I say, I don't have a problem with showing my dogs to people. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with carrying my dogs out. But just that I could look at other people's dogs. I don't judge people's dogs. I don't tell no one but this and that about their dogs. That's just me. Because everybody, to me, that's like talking to beautiful children. And that's like how a lot of people, but I'm being real with you right now. That's just like how it is. These people invest money and everyone has the best dog. I can tell you that. Everybody has the best dog. And when you start pointing out faults and stuff in people's dogs, it turns the other way. Believe it or not.
I believe it.
You know, so
believe it.
If me and you want to stay friends, I ain't talking with your dog. When the dog come here, boy, that's a nice dog. And honestly, I do think it is a nice dog. You see what I'm saying? But where everybody getting in this show life and faults and this and that, you know, it's easy to forget, hey, there's someone dog, there's someone.
Listen, the judges can tell you whatever it is at a show, but speaking of it, to not make it so bully-centric. We have other shows here, other dogs.
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
I honestly don't know. Because as I said, every show I've been to
It's a bully show.
was a bully show.
Alright, well, if you know of
And then we have other dogs here.
Oh, no, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I'm not really mixing that society. That's what I want to change to. I want to be exposed to more breeds. That's one of the reasons I did the show also. So, because, as I say, I don't want to paint myself or the show in a corner. You know, there's too much. I saw 2 huskies. I can't remember the gentleman who won them, but by the time I actually could get over to the spot where they were, everyone was gone. It was an R&B park. I never, I just saw I said, baby, I'm there. I saw the pictures and everything. I said, these dogs are beautiful. You know what I mean?
Hypothetical, if you didn't have bullies, type of dog you would have?
Probably none.
None? Bully or nothing?
Yeah, I mean, I still like the dogs, but I mean, I don't think I would bother too much with the dogs. I mean, I like bully because they built like me. Short and jam up.
That's a good reason.
Yeah, you see what I said? So I really don't see myself in any other breed. But as I say, I like to see other breeds.
You enjoy them.
Yeah. You know, I actually grew up with German Shepherds. My grandfather had German Shepherds. But I strayed far away from that. My first personal dogs was Rottweilers. And I used to get them from Larry Ferguson. He was a CID officer. He actually used to go to that part of the world and bring them over. And we one dog get to buy them. My first Rottweiler was Sagler. Beautiful dog. Crazy, but beautiful dog. You know? Yeah. And from there, never really liked the pit bull. Right? Because you know, you hear, as a young fellow, you was hearing all the bad things about it. And then I got a pit bull. I don't know why I got a pit bull, but I got a pit bull. His name was Napoleon.
You talking about high school age?
Yeah. My first pit bull was Napoleon. No. I was early out of school. I had a friend by Rico and Yuli. Right? I didn't have any dogs at that time because I had just moved back home. Rico and Yuli, me and him met on the defense force, aka Bailey. Me and him good friends. He was a pit bull fanatic. And then me and him being good friends, I saw I think he had a pit bull, and I was like, well, it's a nice looking dog. Then he introduced me to the gentleman named Wayne in Elizabeth Estates, who had one of the craziest, very beautiful. He had a dog named, oh my goodness, what's his name, dog? But I was in love with this dog. Thick, big head, Pretty Boy, that's his name. Pretty Boy, he had another one. I can't remember the other one. But anyway, these dogs, I was like, what, it's a pit bull? I said, yeah, Pretty Boy. And I said, but whenever you're a puppy, say, well, why not? But I never could get a puppy from him. Either they were sold or, at that time, no, it wasn't the price. Either it was sold or at that time you know, you want something when you see it, but then when you go away, you got other things going on in your life, yeah. And then, a little while I didn't have a dog. You know, then I got, when I moved to my house, I got a dog. That's when I got Napoleon. He wasn't really a pit bull, he was a Staffordshire.
Okay.
He was beautiful. He had the brindle saddle on his back, brindle across his 2 eyes, like a mask, and the white running that. And I had him, I built him a nice house, and the gentleman who paved the road in front of me had stolen him.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I assume it's him who stole him, because the dog didn't go missing until he started looking at my dog. So I assume he stole him. And then I got another dog by the name of Ghost. Big blue dog. But that dog was so strong, he dragged me on the floor.
Wow.
Literally dragged me on the floor.
Wow.
That's how strong he was. But he was, no one else could fool him. You know. So I went through, and then I had some couple well dogs. You know what I mean? Couple well dogs. So that's just it. I just love the breed. Once I got into the breed and understand them, it's just like, that's it. I don't see no need for no other type dog with Corey.
So we talking like 20-something years?
Probably, yeah, somewhere around there, yeah. You know, somewhere around there. But I didn't get into this breed. Joe Blacks introduced me to this breed, the bullies. I was like, because I always was like, pick, I not pick. That athleticism and all that stuff. Blacks was like, man, you need to leave them dogs alone, man. That's what I deal with now. By the way, me and Blacks are cousins.
Okay.
So he introduced me to the dog. And I actually got an American Bulldog from him. I named him Humphrey Bogart. Look it up. If you know Humphrey Bogart is, look it up. He was an actor back in the day. And he died, he went to sleep and didn't wake up. I think he was probably like 10. And I told the guy in the bed, I said, break up everything in my yard. I don't want no dog, I don't want no nothing. But that lasted like 2 months. Then I told Joe, I need a dog. Joe gave me what dog he gave me? He gave me the old man in the yard right now, Zeus. He like, what, 15, 14, somewhere around there.
And 15 regular years, like, times up by 7 for a dog?
Either 7 or 6, I'm not 100% sure.
Old dog,
Yeah, that's a old dog. But he's still there, still energetic. And I just kept going from him. And that's what it is. You know, and I assure you, most dog men or women, the story is the same. Somewhere down the line, you buck one of them, and you know they for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You saw them buck yours, trust me.
Yeah, one day stop. But how many dogs do you currently have?
8.
8? Wow.
8.
That's a whole another episode in and of itself.
Yeah.
8 dogs.
But it isn't about my dogs, it's about your dogs.
Yeah. But listen, you can't duck all the smoke now. You ever been in the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do it again?
No.
No.
I built for the show life. I built for that.
Yes.
Nah, the show is, I prefer to go to the show and probably walk around and enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah, that, I built for that.
Without entering
The preparation for it is crazy.
Okay.
It's crazy. But they say, if you stay ready, you never have to get ready. So, that's probably my problem. I don't stay ready. I like these high-tech dog fellas. You know? But every show I've been to, I enjoy it.
Okay, but hopefully some shows return.
Yeah.
At least
And show it all.
At least maybe even by spring break is when? Like next month?
When it's January now?
Yeah. No, it's February now.
Oh, it's February, right.
Like next month is.
Yep.
Hopefully, I mean, they let that to come through the line.
Yeah.
Dogs don't get COVID.
Well, actually, they do. I found it out like must be 3 years ago when I saw the COVID. I went to get a dog vaccinated and all the vaccination card said COVID.
Wow.
But actually, what happened was I didn't realize it was COVID, like COVID until when I hear all this COVID, I said, but I hear that name before. And then I remember when they first came when they talked about China and the bats and all that shit, and I was like, wait, hold up. And I got the vaccination card, and that's COVID. I was like, wow. That freaked me out. I was like, wow.
Yeah. I was kind of just asking that as a joke, but apparently it's a real thing.
It's a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah, man, so that's what it is. But yeah, we do the rating system, probably lose some friends, get some death threats, but it's gonna be worth it.
I mean, you have an open panel, an open discussion. You can let persons select and approve of the judges to
Right.
make sure there's no
Right.
favoritism, no nepotism, no biasness, nothing like that.
Right. You know what I mean? And I'm going to make it my point to get the proper people to represent, let's talk about Bahamas, to do these readings in the show. You know what I mean? You can see who dogs stand where. And it doesn't matter, whatever type dog it is, it doesn't matter. It's fun.
You definitely.
It's just something to do.
And even like me from the outside, you know, it's like when you go to the car show, I know big car guy.
Yeah.
I go to a car
To look at the nice
but
cars.
up until you started talking this and like I joined the group and I see what's going on. I said, man, I didn't even know there was this community around.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward now to going to shows.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And but when you start going, just keep going, you know what I mean? I mean, at the end of the day, I met a lot of people, you know. You obviously learn a lot, because no one knows everything. You always get helpful. You know what I mean? You get buddy. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's really, really awesome. The people, and you get. But I gain a lot of friends from it. You know what I mean? I gain a lot of friends from it, and I learned to trust a lot of people from it also. Because I wasn't really a mingling type person. But I can tell you one thing. The gentleman I call Kojak. Like I used to go in Kojak yard and sit down and look at his dogs.
Just there.
Yeah, boy. Kojak had a dog from off a Cadillac. Kojak, I still want that dog, by the way. Boy, I didn't love the dog so much. And the dog didn't like me, you know. But he had that physique.
Almost perfect.
No, it wasn't almost perfect, just what I
It's
like.
something to like.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He had the head, he had a chest, and like body. That's about it. I was scared, but I said, Kojak, I like this dog. Yeah, man, yeah. You know, shout out to Kojak again. Yeah.
And in terms of, let's talk about the future a minute. Future episodes. We have some things planned, like I say. Pets again, hit us up, pet checks, hit us up. But we also want to contact and speak with groomers.
Right.
We also want to speak with families, that is, daddy, mommy, and kids who have all come to love the whole dog life.
Right. Yep. You know, the first one who, husband and wife, was Tony Moss and his wife. You know, she said, I mean, you could hear her talking, you could hear the love in her voice when she did the episode with us. She talked like hey, these dogs are my children. You know what I mean? And the thing about it, she was never like that. She said herself, she's never like that. But she in love with Tony, that's her husband. And this was he into when he opened the door. And you know what I mean? And but Tony have a son, his youngest son. He can be one of the greatest dog men in Nassau. Trust me. That little boy, he don't play. I don't know his name, but shout out to young Tony. Young trainer, the young breeder. You know what I mean? And but Tony has done some things with some dogs. Tony, he's the man.
As far as breeding, you mean?
Breeding. Breed Tony hard.
Yes, some top notch.
No, I mean like how he gets in the breed.
Okay.
The lock and the ties. Everybody know what I'm talking about, but me went off the camera, I talk to you about it.
The listeners should know.
Yeah, the listeners know that Tony hard. Tony hard. Like, you go to, hey man, I can't get these dogs to stick. Alright, 1 minute. Dogs them stick.
Is this common knowledge or this Tony's knowledge?
Everyone
Everyone already know these tricks.
Honestly, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Because maybe that's something. Has he been in the show before?
Yeah, Tony was one of the first guys.
Who's one of the first ones?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Tony Moss.
Tony Moss,
Okay,
yeah.
alright, understood,
Right. Tony Moss. But he was one. I mean, but it just be funny to me. I said, but Tony, I was training my dog, right? I said, Tony, I tell this dog, sit, and this dog won't sit. Tony said, but you won't say it loud enough. Sit down!
Listen. Okay.
I said, well, Marvin. He said, but you gotta let them know. You was the boss, but you know what I mean? But Tony hard. I respect him so much. Yeah, it's training, yeah, Tony hard. Because I think he works over the Atlantis in the dog section. He trains the dogs. The security dogs Atlantis out there, or one of the trainers for them. But Tony hard, I respect Tony. He drives, I don't know if you ever saw a bus with the The breeders, is about to say breeding, I can't remember exactly, I don't say the wrong thing. Yeah. On Mitsubishi or something like that.
Perhaps. Only bus I could really remember is K9 unit.
Oh.
That's the only thing that gets me a top.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So that was very 20 yard, you know. And another gentleman who I also called for every now is Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, he's an awesome dog man too. You know.
We have the tips with
The breeding, right? Yeah, yeah. You know, I mean, but the talent is crazy. It's just that sometimes the opportunity never be there. But you could see, but it probably did go a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Things happen a different way. These guys are being on top of the game and dogs. You know what I mean? When I say like probably like the next Dr. Sands or maybe something even better than that. But there's a lot of talented dog men out there. A lot. You know. It's crazy. So I guess I have to shout out to everybody in the dog game because it ain't easy. It ain't easy.
Yeah, I'm sure. Because I mean, like you said, you made a comparison to the dogs being like your kids. You gotta feed them, shelter, this, that, and
Clean them.
a whole lot of time, deal with
Right.
their health. So yeah, and that's a part of the reason why I wanted to join the team because I saw your genuine passion for the dogs and the community.
Right.
I said, how I can help my friend.
I'd like to say thanks to you. I appreciate it.
Thank you too,
Appreciate
definitely, and that's what we need more of. Again, not to harp back on the attack, but you need those people because who would have known if those neighbors weren't there or someone was there to call the police? And I just simply said to say everyone has a responsibility to help each other.
My brother's keeper.
Yes.
You know, and that I mean, when you first hear that in school, the little kid said, "Am I my brother's keeper?"
Yeah.
You'd be like,
I am.
Yeah,
I am.
yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
yeah.
But also for the other episode, you had an episode with the lawyer, I think, and Butler.
Miss Butler,
Yeah, what's her background in terms of dog? That dog that she has?
She has bullies.
She has police as well.
Actually, at the last dog show, her female bully, by the name of Athena, won overall best in show, I think.
So all the women that come on your show are champions, and that's what you're saying.
Exactly. I was like, wait. Exactly. I gotta. I mean, buddy, at the end of the day, it's the love. You know, who's love better than women?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So
there you have it.
yeah, there you are.
Yeah.
Miss Butler, I appreciate you coming on the show. You know, yeah, she has a lovely dog by the name of Athena, and that dog won best in show. And the weird thing about it was that's the first show.
She got the touch.
Yeah, she got something.
She got the touch.
She got something.
How many dogs does she have?
I honestly don't know. I think she has probably four or three. I'm not 100% sure. I'm about please forgive me if I got the wrong number, but either 4 or 3.
So no one has just have one dog then?
Not when you love them. Not when you love them. You start with one, that did one turn to 2, that 2 turned to 10, like that. You know?
Who you love the most of?
Boy, I honestly don't know.
Because you say you have 8 and you wasn't like, you didn't say, you know, I have the most dogs today. So that means you know someone with 10, 12, 14.
Yeah, Kojak has way more dogs than me. I think he has like, probably like 14 or somewhere around there.
Wow.
But yeah, Kojak has a lot of dogs. That's and who else? I can't even say who, but there's a lot of people with a lot of dogs. A lot of people with a lot of dogs. But these are breeders though, so breeders normally have a lot of dogs. But I think that the regular Bahamian dog lover is probably like 4 to 2 dogs, somewhere around there. I just assuming, you know.
And you never considered getting into training or anything like that?
I do it, but I do it for me. I don't really, yeah, I don't really try and say I'm doing the next Ring 10 or something like that. You know what I mean? or doing a dog for the show. I never really try that. You know, but and again, I just know these things through just being around dogs and doing certain things with certain people. So you pick up stuff, you know what I mean? Which is cool. You know?
Yeah, I definitely understand. You know, sometimes you want to do things, but just for you.
Yeah. But then, before moving on to another topic, you know, it was our Who's most requested on the show? Omar. I don't know if you know Omar. That's the.
I think you probably spoke about him.
Yeah, yeah,
the last
but
episode,
yeah,
I think, yeah.
it's Omar. Everyone's like, when Omar come back on show? But that nigga is a, but he's the punchline king. He has the title of punchline king.
And what does he do?
His knowledge and how he talks about the dogs. Yeah, he has a like I don't know.
He's a breeder?
He's a breeder.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Omar be in the magazines and stuff like that. Yeah.
He trains as well?
I don't know if he trains, but I know
He definitely breeds.
he breeds.
The
Yeah.
bullies as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He deals in the XL. That's the big boys.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
what you have?
I have standards. Standards and one pocket.
One pocket.
Yeah, I got.
So it's pocket, standard, XL.
Well, I don't want to get it wrong because people say, well, okay, this is how I think it is. It's pockets,
Right.
then it's standards, then it's extreme,
Extreme.
yeah, and then it's XL.
Yeah.
Now, I could be wrong. Please, if I'm wrong, don't call and tell me I'm wrong. But I think that's what it is.
So, I know last time, again, this is all real, but I was asking about, the dog's name was Hulk, what you used to see online, and he was like, man, that isn't even a pit.
No, he's not a bit. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Because if I remember correctly, Ghostface, which is who's Hulk's daddy, I think he's a mix. He's in the full pit. So
Because I never seen no pit that big.
I mean, you have pits. You have big pits. You have that.
Not like that.
No, not pits. No. See, that's the problem. Is I wouldn't call them pits. They bullies.
Yeah, bullies.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they have that bulldog in their blood. That bulldog, not bulldog. When they say bulldog, I don't mean actually the bulldog, but that bully blood.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I don't. But I could be wrong. You know, right now you have DNA tests and all that stuff. You know, you have DNA tests for your dog.
No, absolutely did not.
Yeah, they have actually, you could order it, do a DNA test, submit it, and then, like, I think they had something like that for the humans too.
Yeah, so 23andMe or Ancestry.com.
Ancestry.com. Yeah, they have dog DNA and they send it off and get your dog, whatever else. In fact, I just found they clone dogs now. They clone the dog.
Yeah, and I heard about that one, yeah.
What's the dog's name?
No, Celebrity Dog or something.
No man, this is one of the old school dogs they brought back.
Oh, God.
I want to say Miyagi, but I'm not sure. That's a bully. That's a exotic, I think.
So they cloned it.
And it came out exactly how it's supposed to. It came out exactly like the dog would die.
Wow.
I was like, wow. I know for sure they can clone the humans now. For sure.
I think, yeah. The first thing ever was a sheep doggy. That was like the first time you hear.
That's the first time you ever did?
Yeah, that's the first time.
Okay then. You know these rich people want it forever.
Yeah.
They will make sure they spend that money.
They're telling you now that I no fun. Don't live forever.
I know. You know what I mean?
Don't fun live forever.
No.
That ain't gonna be fun.
But yeah, they cloning dogs now. You know. Like to shout out to BB Empire. That's the little community I'm in. It was a group of us. Normally it's 6 of us.
Okay.
We help out each other a lot too. Like my boy Kenny in the group. Kenny, Tamiko, Morgan, Joe Blacks, Cameron, Captain Mario. Yeah, nice group of fellas, you know what I mean? You know, and that's what it's all about, that camaraderie, you know what I mean?
And that's like how everything is based, like, okay. For sports, you have your teams, and that's how things most of you have car clubs, you have everything is you formulate a crew and you collect them.
Yeah, and you know the funny thing is, I opened up, not really a challenge, but I was telling the people, you know, the GSK, MSK, whatever, these different dog kennels, whatever. I was like, yo, bring your GSK or whatever, the name of the dog. Come on, man, let's go, come talk with your dog on, let's talk dog. Challenge the Empire, challenge Pratty. You know what I mean? Pratty has some of the best pockets on the island I hear. You know what I mean? Let's have some fun. You know, and then doing this and having fun and people seeing how sociable and loving these dogs are. Something could happen, you know what I mean? And I think that's what we need more of.
You talking like a skills challenge?
Not a skills challenge, no. Just come out and. But as I say, before I go into that, you know, licensing and registration for your dog is important. It's very important.
And that's what the previous guest too.
Yeah,
I forgot the name. What's the name again? Chero.
Who?
So the previous guest.
Cello.
Cello.
Marcello Darko, yeah. That's why he pushed that. I mean, that's what somebody push on the show on a regular, but get your dog license, get your dog registered so you can walk him in the road and walk him amongst people. Get your dog socialized. Cliff pushes that a lot too. He helps with that. When in training, get your dog socialized and to go amongst people, to go around other dogs and not cause a fight or a ruckus. Because the last thing these dogs need, and the last dog, not just bullies, the last thing any dog needs, especially when the person's afraid of the dogs, is a dog that is out of control. You know what I'm saying? And as long as people see you control your dog, it gives them a different perception of your dog. You see what I'm saying? That's very big. And I'm like pushing that 100%. Get your dog license, get your dog registered, and let's have fun with our dogs.
Speaking of fun with dogs, you have a dog park over here?
No, actually, if I remember correctly, the Canine College was working on something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but that would be a good look.
Yeah, I mean,
But if your dog is socialized to be around other dogs, you can't bring him out there.
and correct.
If you can't control, you know what I'm saying?
Very much so.
Maybe you could cam out there, but on a leash.
And muzzle
Muzzle,
it being
because
socialized.
exactly, because you don't want your dog getting damaged.
So that could also be what you call it, a training ground per se, not formal training, but you're talking about the socialization. I know you bring the puppies up there and let them witness the other dogs.
Bing,
and they,
bing,
you know,
exactly.
Take it from there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's just like, say you have a child locked up in a dungeon in the house for years. When he come out here, he'd be afraid of everything, he'd be going crazy. When he sees certain things he like, he would know how to control himself.
I think that's what's happening now. These kids don't come inside no more.
What?
They're playing games
Game
inside
all day.
They ain't coming inside no more.
I'm telling you, boy, hey, my mommy could tell you, but I used to get cut up from the time to go outside. Don't let her go to work, you let it Sunday. Boy, outside. One time I go outside and break my leg, but.
Oh yeah, you get cut.
No, I didn't get cut up.
No.
Actually, what happened is my brother came inside and teased me. He get cut up.
Oh. Someone has to get cut. Someone has to get it, okay?
He came outside and teased me. Oh, you get me really cold. You know how it is. So he get me. He didn't, I don't even think he forgive me for that. And I just say shout out to my brother. Thank you to my family. Love you all. You know what I mean. But yeah, man. So and the wedding, everybody, my brothers, all us, my brother's a trainer.
Your brother's a trainer?
Yeah, he actually used to work at Dalton in Bahamas. Then he moved to Dalton Cove. And all the time, when he's putting them through courses to train, well, you know, basically it's the same principle. So he just switched around to the dogs.